Sac Valley. Welcome to another episode of Pvtv.
I'm Joseph Amato.
And I'm Connor McKenna.
Feels good to be inside, having no mask.
And now that we're inside, we don't know what the weather's like outside. So here's
The
weather with Nshan. Yeah.
Thanks, Nshan. You make a pretty good weatherman.
Did you know there's a school store in the cafeteria open on Monday mornings that sells hot chocolate and other goodies?
Well, I sure didn't, since it's been closed for so long. Well, it just reopened. Let's check it out.
The school store basically closed when the building closed for COVID. So we kind of saw there was a void. This was like a great opportunity to use a space that has not been used, but served a really great purpose. And all the profits that we are making will go towards the Allen Youth Center on the Pine Ridge Reservation. Specifically, our cause is to help fund art projects, and we've connected with an artist who is going to initiate art projects on the reservation, and we're trying to help fund those.
I'm happy about it. Like, I'm gonna be running it and stuff, so I think it's cool. And we're gonna make a lot of like profit and help like the Youth Allen Center, which is where the money is going. So that's great.
I think a lot of clubs now are going to start using it. But I think the main important thing is now there's kind of accessibility for students to not only share and raise money for their clubs, but also have more experience with more foods. I mean, we're doing hot chocolate. It's going to be great for, we're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and maybe even do like crepes and other great ideas. So I'm excited even to see what the future holds for these clubs.
What are they selling?
They're selling chocolate!
Hot chocolate.
Last week, the Human Rights League held a fundraiser raising awareness for the war going on in Ukraine.
Here's Blake Goldstein with the story.
Hey PV, in light of recent events, the Human Rights League put on a fundraiser to help Ukraine as they fight their war for democracy and freedom. What was the purpose of this fundraiser? Why is it important? And what did it do exactly to help our friends over in Ukraine? Let's find out and let's get after it.
So the organization is called RAZOM, R-A-Z-O-M, which means together in Ukraine. And Mr. Bilash, he's Ukrainian. He had heard that we at the Human Rights League were having a meeting on Monday. He gave us a list of some organizations that directly support Ukraine or Ukrainian organizations. We then went and researched, and on their website they have exactly where the money is going and how it's being used. And I believe on February 26th they had a list of medical supplies that they purchased and were shipping there. So we thought that that was a good organization.
I think it's important that people at the high school level understand what's going on, because this is the world that we live in. We're going to be adults one day, and we need to understand what it means to have a democracy and what it means to stand up for that democracy.
I actually got over the weekend a number of emails from students and faculty reaching out to me as the advisor of the Human Rights League saying, hey, I have some ideas. Can we do something? I'd love to work with the Human Rights League. In turn, then I reached out to my Human Rights League members, and in a very short amount of time, we tried to put together something to have the most direct impact right now on the people of Ukraine.
Thank you to the Human Rights League for doing this important work. If you would like to donate to RAZOM, then the link will be in the description below. Thank you to all of you for donating, watching the segment, and back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Blake. And it's not too late to donate. If you want to participate, the link is in the description below.
Did you know that a couple PV students had a record-breaking winter track season? Brendan Noon went in depth to see how it went.
So the last meet was phenomenal from a coaching point of view. I mean, we had 3 school records get broken. Girls long jump, girls 55, and the girls 4x200 meters. I knew they were good, and then in the last 2 years with COVID and all these seasons canceling, I was worried they wouldn't have a chance to show everyone how good they were, and I'm lucky we've had that opportunity this season.
It was just a cool experience because I got to share it with my family, my teammates, set a new school record, and just show all the upcoming underclassmen that they can also be a part of the track team and do stuff like this. Overall, it was just a really big accomplishment for me because heading into the season, hitting 17 feet was my biggest concern, and then once I got that, I had the momentum and I got 18 feet, and a lot of the underclassmen are gonna do some great things. We got a good group and I'm excited for the spring season.
I have been working so hard on the off season, and I've had some bumps in the road with injuries, and especially being my senior season. I definitely wish it went a little bit better, but overall, it was pretty good. I'm happy with my accomplishments this year.
Wow, congrats guys, you're making PV proud.
Last week, Drew Patasha wrestled in the state wrestling tournament, but now he has an even bigger match. He challenged my dad to a wrestling match. And for those of you who know my dad, you know how crazy he is, and of course, he accepted it. Here's how it went.
It all started this summer. We were at the Riverdale Duels. Our entire wrestling team was there. You know, I didn't lose a single match, but still, Connor's dad came up to me and he had something to say.
We were talking at a dual meet, and Drew did an escape maybe one day, and I was trying to get that mental edge in wrestling in him. And when I wrestled, I mean, I truly believed nobody could hold me down. I got on the bottom like I was getting out, guaranteed points. Anytime I'm wrestling defensively, I will escape or reverse you. And I went on the mat believing that, and I was trying to convince Drew of the same.
You know, that really grinded my gears because I knew that he would never get up on me. So I challenged him and I said, you would never be able to get off bottom in a wrestling match against me.
And I said, you can't hold me down, and there it went.
And I decided to make a little threat to him. So the original bet was I had to hold him down for a 2-minute period, but just to up the ante, I decided to write him a note.
So it was kind of just like, you know, smack talk. I didn't even think it was gonna happen. These kids work at Dairy Queen. One day in my blizzard, he wrote me a note and it said, I can hold you down for 6 minutes. And then this thing was on.
He's not even gonna last the 2 minutes. There's gonna be an issue before. I know if it was my dad, he would probably have a heart attack 30 seconds into the match.
So, I mean, as a 50-year-old, I'm always working out, active. I run a ton of push-ups, sit-ups, roll-outs, just staying active for the next event, and this became the event.
I doubt Connor's dad can make it a full 2 minutes. I think there's gonna be an injury, a back thrown out, something's gonna happen. He's too old to deal with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 2 minutes of wrestling in the referee's position for the Pvtv Wrestling Championship of the World. It's time! Introducing first, wrestling in the defensive position, this 50-year-old man was the captain of the 1990 Bergen Catholic wrestling team. He has not wrestled in over 3 decades. He stands at a height of 5 feet and 9 inches, weighing in at 175 pounds. From Glen Rock, New Jersey, Tom McKenna! Next, wrestling in the offensive position, this varsity wrestler is a district champion, region, and county medalist, and the captain of the 2022 Pascack Valley wrestling team. He stands at a height of 6 feet and 1 inch, weighing in at 175 pounds. From Hillsdale, New Jersey, Drew Patasha!
Alright gentlemen, this match will be 2 minutes in length. If you escape within those 2 minutes, you win. If you hold him down for those 2 minutes, you win.
can't believe you actually thought you had a chance of winning.
And that ref guy did a pretty good job.
That's it for this episode.
I'm Justin Amato.
And I'm Connor McKenna. Have a nice weekend, PV.
What are they selling?
They're selling chocolate.
Hot chocolate.